Funky mix. Start sequence. Let's go.
This is the X5UW Syma Quadcopter ready to fly test flight, which means the batteries haven't been charged. It's right out of the box. This should fly right away according to them. So first you gotta get into your settings on your phone. Go into Wi-Fi after you turn the quadcopter on. So push and hold that for a second. Yep, it's on, lights are on. That should come up on your phone here. The Wi-Fi from the camera. I do have the SD card in there. Oh, there it is. FPV Wi-Fi with some number at the end. Yours could be different. So you go ahead and connect to that, which means you're connecting to the quadcopter itself. You can see it's connected now. So then you get in here, and after you've downloaded the Syma Go app, so then you start it, and then when you hit start, see, I got the picture there of the camera. You can see that's actually pretty good. Then you start the transmitter, turn it on. Now to bind the transmitter to the quadcopter, you push up and down, and then the lights on the quadcopter will go solid. As you can see, looking at this app, you can actually control everything on the app. You got your camera, your video, up or left and right, up and down, automatic takeoff and land, and you can see everything on there also. And if you push on that, you got more stuff down here at the bottom. I don't really use all this. I prefer, if I got a transmitter, to use a transmitter. Like I said earlier, there's 3 different ways to start the props on this, or to take off. First, you can push these down and in and let go. See how they started up now, and you push these back down. You can also, to calibrate this, you push these both sticks down to the bottom right. That's telling it that the quadcopter is level there, so make sure it's level when you do that. So you can see this hovers. It's got altitude hold, so without me touching it, I'm not holding the left stick. It's holding there pretty good. I'm just kind of moving forward and backwards on this, but it's staying right about where it should be. That's pretty good. It's not really floating. There's a little bit of a breeze, so it is pushing to the right a little bit. So I'm going to turn the video on. So now it should be taking pictures or video. This does have a low speed and a high speed. I would recommend low speed for somebody that hasn't used it or played with it in a while, or a beginner. It's got headless mode. This also has a safety feature, so when the battery gets low, it won't go that high, so it doesn't just drop out of the sky, crash. So it'll drop down. Like I said, it's a little windy out here. Kind of blowing this thing around a little bit, so they haven't really conquered that a lot in this. My other X5 kind of struggles in the wind a little too. This isn't terrible. It's flying, and I'm in low speed. I just pushed the button. That should put it in high speed. It's got a little more better pitch and roll on it now. You can see it turning a little better. This does do flips. So if you push this top button on here and then push the stick, oops, landing. So it seems to be flying pretty good. Like I said, it's got a little pitch and roll to it. It's not a real speed demon, but you can see it coming right at me, how it pitches down a little and loses altitude a little. You can see the red lights in front and the green lights in the back. Thing's still kind of pushing against the wind. As well as this thing kind of hovers, it still struggles with the wind. I just turned the video back on, so maybe you can get a good view of that. See how that looks flying here. Somebody else that had this told me it was pretty jello, and there was a lot of wobble in the picture. So you wanted to know what mine looked like. So I'll post that in here, and you can see what it looks like. Hopefully it's a good solid picture and not a lot of jello in it. Like I said, you got to get up kind of high for this to do flips. Oop, I hit the return home button. So it tried to auto land. You don't want to do that. It's not a bad flyer. Probably does a little better when it's not in a lot of wind. That seems to be a problem with a lot of the X5s. But it's not terrible. Like I said, I hope the video's better. Hi. Yep, this battery's dying too. It's auto landing. Yep, that's it. So it's got a few minutes, so it works. It's not terrible. It's a pretty good flyer. It's probably worth the money. I like it. If the video's good, I'll be happy.